amazed me how much power the gaming community has when it comes to game development, when it comes to policy changes, and everything else that can happen within the gaming sphere. Because without us, these platform holders, these manufacturers, they will never be able to put out a product because they need us to buy those products. The fact that it was announced earlier this week that Sony was reversing its policy on cross-platform play between Xbox One and PS4 and Nintendo Switch when it comes to Fortnite, it's a testament to the fact that if we stick together, things will change. What up everybody, it's your boy Gaming Forte, back at it with another video. Man, been a while since I made a video, definitely wanted to talk about this. Had to have a follow-up because I did talk about the fiasco when Sony wasn't doing it, so I have to make a video about them actually doing it. So they released a press release. This is on the official Sony blog, and you will be able to see this down in the description. I will link it for you there. Following a comprehensive evaluation process, Sony has identified a path forward supporting cross-platform play, features for select third-party content. We recognize that PS4 players have been eagerly awaiting an update, and we appreciate the community's continued patience as we have navigated through the issues to find a solution. The first steps will be to have an open beta beginning today for Fortnite that will allow us to have cross-platform gameplay, progression, and commerce across PS4, Android, iOS, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One, Microsoft Windows, and Mac operating systems. We see the beta as an opportunity to conduct thorough testing that ensures cross-platform play is best on PlayStation, while being mindful about the user experience from both a technical and social perspective. For 24 years, we have strived to deliver the best gaming experience to our fans by providing a uniquely PlayStation perspective. Today, the community around some of the games have evolved to the point where cross-platform experiences add significant value to players. In recognition of this, we have completely and thoroughly analyzed of the business mechanics required to ensure that the PlayStation experience is for our users remain intact today and in the future as we look to open up the platform. This represents a major policy change for Sony Interactive Entertainment, and we are now in the planning process across the organization to support the change. We will update the community once we have more details to share, including more specifics regarding the beta timeframe and what this means for the other titles going forward. In the meantime, please stay tuned for more information about this on the PlayStation blog. So, Sony has officially come out and literally said something that I thought they would not do this generation, or if they were going to do it the generation not till later. And I applaud them for that, because I didn't think that they wanted to go into the PlayStation 5 era with this as a negative bubble around it. Because the biggest thing that was going to hinder Sony from being even more dominant during the PS5 era is Sony itself. There's more PlayStation fans out there than there are Xbox and Nintendo Switch fans. PlayStation has the biggest lead of 90 million systems out in the wild right now, and they were very much in jeopardy of losing a lot of those people, because if they would have went into the next generation with this still being a hindrance, you can see a lot of people switching to the other platforms just because they are right. Games are going in a different direction now. They're going into a direction where people want to play together. Games as a service have really impacted a lot of people's way of playing these games. They only play 1 to 2, maybe 3 games a whole year. And if you can't take that progression and play with your friends on a different platform, or even just take your progression over, it's going to be a negative thing for your platform. And who knows, maybe their financials was really getting hit. They probably talked to Epic about getting the numbers that they were getting before the announcement of the Nintendo Switch and Xbox crossover of Fortnite versus what it is now. And they're probably seeing significant dips in their actual earnings when it comes to this game. So that could have been it. But saying that the fans were asking for this is something that they're mostly right about, because there is a lot of people that want this, but not in this community. Most of the people on the PlayStation side of the community, they were saying that they didn't want to play with Xbox people. And most of the people on the Xbox side said they didn't want to play with PlayStation people. So I'm really interested to see what the conversation is going to be throughout the rest of this week when this announcement rolls out and people get a chance to really start talking about it more and more. Check out a lot of different podcasts to see what people got to say about that. But ultimately, this is a really good move by Sony. They needed to do this. This is something that had to be done. They didn't need to go into the next generation with this being held over their heads. So I applaud them for doing this. And I hope that this happens with more than just Fortnite. I know right now Fortnite is the only game they're doing it with, and they did say that select third-party games. So I really hope this comes down to being a developer feature where the developer decides they want to do this, because this can definitely help a community out to, you know, bolster the player base, to allow people to be able to just play together on whatever game it is. And that will be something that's very beneficial. And I don't think it will hurt Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo, because people will still play in the ecosystem that they're very familiar with. They're not going to switch ecosystems just because of cross-platform play. They would have if it wasn't available on the system that you have. But now that every system has it, that kind of levels the playing field a little bit more. And I'm looking forward to see what else gets announced from this. So ultimately, guys, I like this change. I like the fact that Sony has admitted that they were not being honest with the consumer when it came to saying they want to protect their families and their kids and everything. And I still don't understand why there's a beta for something like cross-platform play. It's not like this hasn't happened on accident before. It's not like cross-platform play isn't available on Fortnite between PlayStation, iOS, and PC now. So why do we have to have a beta to go across the other systems? I guess they just want to see how their network interacts with their network on a consistent basis, but who knows? It's happening. So guys, what do you think? Do you think that this is a great move by Sony? Do you support the move that they're doing? Do you support the fact that a lot of people are going to be playing against Xbox people and Nintendo Switch people on their PS4s? Are you going to try to go out there and like fight that good name for the Xbox One and Nintendo Switch and say that gamers on the Xbox are better than gamers on the PS4? I definitely want to hear what that comment section is going to look like when it comes to these questions. But guys, thanks for watching this video. Sub to the channel if you haven't. Like this video if you like the content. It definitely helps out the channel a lot. Turn on those notifications. Gonna let you know the next time one of my videos go live. It's your boy Gaming Forte. You guys have a great week, and I'm gonna talk to you in the next video. Peace.